Good evening, students. This is a case study of the nuclear power plant. Usually, the power plants is used for to generate the power. So there are hydroelectric power plant or hydroelectric power plant from which only through the use of the water can able to rotate the turbine and can able to produce electricity. And as for the thermal power plant, the water has been heated to a steam and the steam has been passed to the turbine to generate electricity. Next we come for the other power plants, that is a power plant and solar power plants are there. Now in this one we are going to see the case study on the nuclear power plant. The nuclear power plant, the nuclear fission will happen. During the nuclear fission, the uraniums will be split, and during the splitting of the uraniums, the heat is generated. The heat generation will be converted as a thermal energy, and we need the different opinion of yours. So you can explain on your opinions of the case of the nuclear power plant. Okay, who will give the introduction?
So myself, Newell, I'm going to give a brief explanation of sources from the electricity from various sources like solar panels and wind sources. So the nuclear power plant is also a common source of a system which can be explained for generating the electricity. So the electricity is generated by using the fossil fuels. The heat emission from the fossil fuel is generated into the steam, and the steam is directly running the turbines, and the turbines helps to generate the electricity.
Okay, I am Manoj and I will take you through the fundamental principles. So nuclear energy doesn't use any petrol or diesel. It uses uranium, which is extremely dense. So what we are going to do is that 1 gram of uranium is actually equated to 1 ton of gold. So the basic principle is that we will be bombarding the uranium atom with neutrons. These neutrons will help uranium to get split open, which then spreads to other atoms, and it will constantly get split up.
While splitting up itself, it creates some electricity. That is heat energy. The heat energy will be heating the liquid, the water which is entering into the pipeline itself. It will convert as a steam. Steam will convert simply projected into the turbine to rotate the turbine. Turbine should connect to the generator. That is the electricity. After it has been the steam has been used for the turbine, then it is going to cool in water as cooling for the cooling tower. Once they cool it and then cycle repeats. And so what will the case be on the nuclear power plant? Is going on the types of the case of the nuclear power plant. Yes, nice.
Sir, myself and Manish. In India, there are major nuclear power plants, especially in Kundankalam nuclear power plant. It is the very largest Indian power plant, and it is India's largest power plant, and they use WPR technology. And another is Madras Atomic Power Plant. It is first nuclear power plant in Tamil Nadu, and it uses WER technology in nuclear power plant. There are many upcoming nuclear power plants are in India, especially Jaipur Nuclear Atomic Project.
What do you mean WPR and WER?
Sir, it is technology.
That is not come just able to remember volume and between the WPR and WER.
Good evening, sir. I'm Vishal Narse. Today I will explain the causes and disasters of the nuclear power plant. So nuclear power plant mainly causes due to the technical issues and human errors. So if it's not a single human error, it is a combination of human error plus technical issues. The technical issues like coefficient rod and graphite triple null rods, and the human errors like not following the protocols, and you should practice more on the operator should be more trained to work in that environment so that the damage will be happen. And the organization process like the not informing the dangers to the trainees that would happen.
So in this one, on this case of nuclear power plant is a very different. What will be harmful of the nuclear power plant to the living organisms? If this as you said, this uranium atom is split. It was used to split up the uranium atom. Once the atoms split up, it is split one atom between the two two atoms, and the two atoms going to the other two atoms. So this is all going on generation of splitting of atoms. Once the atom is splitting itself, the heat will be generated there. It is going on, the rise is going on, not to stop it. Only on its own it will stop, only can it. And after it stops, this must be a sealed container itself. This atoms or nucleus must not be exploded. If it's exploded, it comes to very harmful to the dangerous to the living organisms. So that's the only big protection has to be taken for the after all the heat has been dissipated, and these neutrons will be going on putting up. This is not at the end of state itself. So that this will be after a while, and it has been buried in the earth itself, the whole shell itself. That's the main disadvantage for this nucleus. But can able to produce more radioactive itself. And can you tell me what is the application and how many electricity has been produced?
I'm here to start up a nuclear power plant in Tamil Nadu. It's located in Kudangalam in the district of Tirunelveli. It has two units. One unit produces 1000 megawatts. It has produced 2000 megawatts. Its applications which we use to work in electrical field, medical field, industrial application, and research in application.
This program we are producing one unit is producing 1000 megawatts and two units are there, so they have 2000 megawatts. The high production of the electricity is there, and it has been applied by electricity generation for medicinal applications. Okay, with this we come to the end of the session of the case study on the nuclear power plant. Thank you.
Thank you.